Alright everyone, it's time. I haven't been able to record in almost a week. We're going straight into this, right after I roll my 3 quartz. I got 30 quartz the other day. I rolled for a Avalon le Fae. I think we all know what happened. Oh, I have more than 30 quartz actually. This is the one, everyone. This is the lucky one, because we're starting up on the climax. At least it's not Mako Tofu. Actually, isn't that the same rarity as a 4-star servant? This is MP charged by 2 levels. That's pretty good, actually. Huh. Like, it's only useful in specific servants, right? Those who like have enough charge to not need it, but 3 times is actually, that's huge. Like, not Prisma Ilia, because you can't really charge your Noble Phantasm without supports, right? So she needs like a kaleidoscope. What about like, I've never even looked at that one before. It's not my first copy of it either. Maybe what happens if you have 5? Jeez. So yeah, I've looked ahead. So we have a interlude, which is like moderately length, then a super long chapter that has 3 bosses in it, then final chapter in the epilogue. So the upcoming chapter after this interlude, which, you know, it's relatively short, right, has 3 bosses, all about the same length apart. So this episode I'm going to do the interlude, the first boss, second video, the second boss, the third one, the third boss, and I think that should about work out. Avalon le Fae interlude. Who's this gonna be? Like Aurora? Abatron? What's your name? Mellowstein. British airspace. 2 hours after the demonic dog's appearance. Hearing the word airspace when like airplanes don't exist is kind of funny. I wonder if she's gonna notice Cerninos, you know, going back in time. Oh yeah, by the way, by the way, if you notice any audio differences, I am like house sitting right now. So it might even sound better than usual now, like less background noise. So that's good. My microphone stand broke finally. I'd only had 2 legs before. It was like a tripod. The second one finally broke off, so I dished out $20. I never knew they were that cheap, and got like a stand. But the funny thing is, like, well, like you mount it on a desk, right? The funny part is though, I just got it, and now I'm house sitting. I can't mount it on this desk because of the way this desk works. So I gotta wait to get home to use it properly. Right now, I've stuffed it into a drawer and have it, like, books pushed against it so it doesn't fall. Anyway, that giant demonic beast, I see. So that's the Black Dog's king, magical energy eater who feasts on smoke and lightning. Does she know it's Barghest or not? Oh, so Barghest has become a calamity. But she's still a Tomlin? I thought she lost that. And Cerninos' curse shows no sign of slowing down. There's nowhere left to run. The way things are going, all fairs are destined to become an unseelie court, turn into moors. Okay, so I cut that out. I had my volume mixer left open. I don't want anyone to know I use Firefox. By the way, there's only a handful of sane fairies left. Don't know how long they can hold out either. If this really is the Great Calamity, it's all her fault things turned out this way. Who? Oh, Aurora, my love, our reasons for existing, my... Listen to me, Lancelot. Ansel is a very dangerous fairy. Don't blame Gareth. She always makes such nonsensical prophecies. Nobody has any clue about her clan's true nature. Who knows what she might do if she catches everyone's attention and becomes the talk of all Britain. Was Lancelot the one who killed the Mirror Clan? Remember, the Mirror Clan took in the Fairy of Paradise just like the Ren Clan once did. Terribly irresponsible of her to make a prophecy like that now, especially when the Great Calamity could happen at any time. It couldn't be a more obvious revolt against Queen Morgan. Just thinking about it makes my wings go dull. You understand me, right? Mellowstein? Yeah. After all, you're my prince in shining armor. You always bring me whatever I desire most, don't you? She doesn't have any wicked thoughts whatsoever. right. Whatsoever. Yeah, the good and evil don't factor into it at all. Most people think of her as the kindest, most compassionate fairy, one who strives for a world in which fairies and humans can coexist in peace. But they're wrong. That's just the image she projects. The only one she truly loves is herself. Oh, she knows. The only thing she cares about is maintaining a world where she's always beloved. A world where she can always be on top. She only advocates for humans so they will fawn all over her. She only guides fairies so they'll all respect her. She seems like such a skilled leader because she never fights with anyone. She didn't survive this long because she is strong. She's just always had a gift for dragging other leaders down. Every time a fairy more popular than her showed up, she'd send the world down a dark path according to her whims. This time was no different. She didn't mean any harm. She just came to the realization that the Mir clan was dangerous, believed it with all of her heart. I don't know what those sounds are supposed to be. So I killed them, just like she wanted. It was clear beyond any doubt that the Mir clan had done nothing wrong. But I still had to kill them, or Aurora really would have withered away. So just a reminder, people say a Balbon Sith is the worst of the Tomlin. I mean, Melusine just committed genocide because she's a simp. I'm just saying. Liz Faye's best girl. As a fairy, Aurora's true skill is to completely convince herself of things that always work out in her favor. That's why she's neither good nor evil. The reason she never lost her radiance over the 3,000 years of her life is that her self-esteem is not of this world. Gah. I buried my face in hands stained with the Mir clan's blood, trying to avert my eyes from what I had done. I had no right to ask their forgiveness, or even to apologize. I knew what kind of person Aurora was, I still put her radiance first. Because I care more about her than I do all the other fairies in Britain. Aurora didn't do anything wrong. I'm the only wicked creature. Here, I mean, you did commit genocide, which makes you a wicked creature, sure, but I mean, Aurora ordered it. And she's been doing it for 3,000 years. She committed so many crimes, all because I didn't want to lose her love, even though I knew it wasn't genuine. It's like something stuck in my throat. But that day was special. The Mir clan was special. They were a gentle group of fairies protecting Albion's corpse, by extension, me. Not one of them so much as resisted. If anything, they seemed to pity me as they came to offer up their own lives. I don't have a choice. Aurora would have withered and died if I hadn't done that. I mean, yeah, what's the bad part? This isn't my fault. I didn't want to kill them. Aurora, I did this for you. All I want in return is for you to smile and say thank you. I decided not to fly, so I wouldn't leave any evidence. The night I returned, covered in mud and soaked to the bone, can't believe the entire Mir clan city's gone. What could have happened to them? They say it was a Moors attack. How could Moors have gone and massed the city walls? Must be Queen Morgan's doing. She must have gotten mad at Angel's prophecy and... Oh, that's a CG. I don't think we've seen that before, have we? Don't be ridiculous. Queen Morgan is nothing if not prudent. She would never do anything like that. She valued the Mir clan's prophecies more than anyone. And Angel was a wonderful clan leader who only ever wanted what was best for Britain. Poor Angel. How could this happen to you? Whatever attacked the Mir clan is the foulest of beasts. Ooh. The most rotten, hateful monster in all of Britain. Even if it may seem pretty on the outside, it only manages that by imitating me. What a horrendous, awful creature. Just thinking about it makes me sick. Remind me that Melusine has still been working with Aurora for the 20 past years. That's where this scene comes from. It was a miracle. It really was. Back in that dark fog, when I was still just a pulsing lump of flesh, she took me in her arms and cradled me like I was the most important thing in the world. Hello there, darling one. Perhaps should I say, good morning? My name is Aurora. What's yours? In that moment, I gained both mind and body. I knew what it was to feel, to admire. I knew what it was to love someone so deeply it could never be shaken. But, of course, that's just who she is. That's just who she is. I know why she cradled me in her arms back then. I know that she doesn't actually love me, but even so, still love you, Aurora. I was expecting to see Percival there, but okay. That's great. I can maintain this form as long as I can have these feelings. Even without Queen Morgan's gifted name, I still remain myself as long as Aurora is around. Without her, probably return to my original form, to whom I became when I bore the hatred of all the northern fairies who were killed in the War of Spring 8,000 years ago. Is that not the lump of flesh? So that implies that... I think that's implying Melusine was alive before Aurora and did something and then, you know, died again. But was Albion there, or there is too much lore for me to remember everything in this Lost Boat, okay? I'm going to go to Salisbury. If Britain really is about to end, I want to spend my final moments as her knight. Oh wow, I wonder what they're saying. They could be saying anything. Hell, the northern fairies! They're the invaders who brought the calamities upon us. If there are any fairies who've been infected with Moor's poison, we find one, capture and kill them before they become Moors. Round up the humans, I can fight the Moors. Kill any who refused us as an example to the others. The cathedral. Open the doors to the cathedral. The city is tainted. Run for the cathedral. Lady Aurora will help us. Lady Aurora will save us. You know, I feel so vindicated. You know, I saw Aurora and I was like, I know this woman is evil. Coral, best girl, of course. She's the new Queen of Britain. Sure, she'll sacrifice herself to the Moors to save us all. Is there a name for that trope? Like when you meet two characters, one initially like comes off as nice, one comes off as mean, but it's actually the reverse. Because I feel like I've seen that numerous times. I just can't think of like a name for it. She's just having a ball. Oh my, they look all so dreadful now. And to think, they used to be such peaceful fairies. Aurora? Who's there? How did you get in here? You can fly. It's me, Aurora. Came down from the bell tower. City's in chaos. Most of the fairies have lost their minds. It's only a matter of time until they storm the cathedral. I hate to say this, but Salisbury is done for. Oh my. See? Yes, of course, I still have you, Melusine! Thank goodness you're alright. You are, aren't you? Oh, but of course you are. You're the strongest Tomlin in all of Britain. Never get injured or degrade, no matter what. You're still my beautiful, beloved knight. No different from the day I met you. Melusine, get Coral out of there, please. Do whatever it takes, because remember, fairies can live. I think Marlon said something last time that kind of implied that one annoying, but trust me, fairies can live. I think Marlon, right? Am I misremembering that? I think it has to do with like fairies' original sin, you know, Divinity Original Sin 2. They haven't beaten it, so they can't leave. No. I don't remember the exact line, but because of fairies' natures, they couldn't coexist. I don't know. Well, it's lore. I'm here pretending to understand what's going on. You're still my beautiful, beloved knight. No different from the day I met you. It couldn't have come at a better time. I knew you were the only one I could rely on. Yes, you're right. Salisbury is done for. Britain itself is doomed. If only there were a way we could survive. How did things ever come to this? She's not gonna try to get on the storm border, is she? So terribly sad. Right, there's no other way. Ellerstein, will you stay with me? I need you. Yes, of course. Be happy to spend our final moments together. I need you to help me escape. Dang it! Melusine was almost happy. You can take me away from here, right? Oh god! I've never seen that face before. Reminds me of, you know, Doki Doki Literature Club? Some of those faces. What? Is it so surprising? The natural response to run from danger, isn't it? Not in this case. You're just not bothering to think again. Where would you run to, Aurora? Where could you hope to go after abandoning this world and all the fairies who believe in you? Yes, it's all such a shame. But they won't love me anymore, right? That's true! So forget about them. Let's go somewhere more fun instead. The world outside Britain. You heard about it from the Chaldeans, right? She's actually gonna try it. Sure, it must be better than this boring old world. It's a world of nothing but poor, weak, filthy... Well, actually, there's actually nothing in the world right now. You have to save it first. Poor, weak, filthy humans. Making my ideal world there should be easy. And you and I will be the only two fairies in it. That's what you want, right? You would 100% find a way to kill her. My darling child, my little Melusine. Love you more than anyone right now. Don't emotionally abuse Melusine. But come on, take my hand and let's go start our new life together, okay? Like, sure, she's a simp with mommy issues, but still. You're right. That is what I want. But if we did that, I'd probably just do the same things to that world that you've done to this one. All while telling yourself you're not aware of what you're doing. Your entire purpose is to be loved more than anyone else. Melusine? What are you talking about? Where's Coral? No! You did not kill Coral off screen. I don't see her anywhere. Coral? Oh, hey, Coral! I turned her into a caterpillar because she was getting on my nerves. I accidentally stepped on her. Nasu, why? Be careful you don't step in the mess over there. You'll track it all over my nice clean floor. Aurora, I want you to know that I love you, killer. I love you, whether you believe it or not, whether you even care or not. No matter how evil you might be, I'll still make all your wishes come true. Oh, that's wonderful! I don't know what you're talking about, but yes, that sounds like stab her. Stab her. But come on, let's go to the outside world. Sure, we'll have such a wonderful time there. Don't hug her, stab her. Thank you. Huh? Why don't we have a bloodied sprite? I wanted to see her dying. Don't you see? That would never happen. That can't ever happen. You'd never find the love you need in the outside world. This was the only place you could be more beloved than anyone. Proper human history isn't as simple as Britain. It'd see you for how evil you are in an instant. You really think you could survive in a world like that? You can't even bear to go without absolutely pristine water? Your wings, your face, everything about you would fade and waste away. And that would be more than you could bear. You'd never be able to love yourself again. But you'd keep on deceiving yourself, trying to live the same way you always have even though you no longer recognize yourself. Every morning you'd look in the mirror and die a little more inside. You know, maybe we should let her go to proper human history. Maybe that's just normal life for other fairies. Maybe they wouldn't think anything of it. But for you, it'd be the cruelest torture imaginable. Every day you'd cry yourself to sleep in despair, unable to even muster the courage to end your own life. Every day would be a fresh hell where you cling to glory that'll be forever beyond your reach. Every day you'd hate yourself more and more. And that would just be... What are you saying, Melusine? What an awful, fake fairy you are. Talking about future that could never come to pass. Why, the very idea of me becoming more miserable every day sounds even worse than death. Never mind that. Hurry and take me to the outside world. Just stab her again real quick. To where everyone will love me again. Because you only live to please me, right? That's right. It would have been better if I'd only lived for myself. If I did, then I would have kept you alive, no matter what. Without you, I'll just go back to being a hunk of flesh. But I could only live to please you. That is why I can't take you to a place that'll be pure hell for you. Even now, still remember when we met? See it like it was yesterday. Remember the wind that blew me through the dark bog? Remember the way you shone so brilliantly? Remember how I swore to give everything I had to protect you? I love you, Aurora. Love you so much. Even if I should lose this form forever, I'll always... Is she turning back into Albion slash a lump of flesh? I'm assuming it's gonna be her third ascension. Okay. Is that interlude done? Ports. I mean, I felt bad for Melusine, but also like... I mean, okay, Melusine is better now. She killed Aurora. So she just went up the tier rankings. Yeah, so there's a campaign right now. We gotta finish Lost Boat 6. I might try to complete it today. I don't know if I can, because that is like still we have like 4 to 5 hours to go, right? But hey, I at least want to try to complete this chapter today if I can. Because like, after you talk, well, you wouldn't know this if you haven't tried it. Reading out loud is a lot more like stressful for like your throat or your voice or whatever than like just talking is. I swear it takes like 2 to 3 times more effort. Atmospheric magical energy density just skyrocketed. Now there's a second high density magical energy signal too, especially in a game without any voice acting. Because I basically have to talk non-stop, right? If like, you know, there's some voice acting, you know, I'd get breaks or more battles, but this isn't, you know, what's the name of part 1? This isn't part 1 where there's, you know, a wyvern fight every 3 minutes. On top of that, it looks like Cernunos just disappeared from the pit. I mean, that's certainly better than the alternative. Still beggars belief. What's going on here, technical advisor? The increase in atmospheric magical energy density resulted from all the fairy bodies being burned. It's no cause for immediate concern, but we can ignore that for now. As for the second high density magical energy signal, we haven't been able to get a visual on it yet, so we can worry about that later too. As far as the pit goes, it's, well, I have absolutely no clue all our data collection pertaining to it just vanished. It's almost like time itself has been rewound, but only in close proximity to the pit. Hold on, picking up a space-time tremor inside the bridge. Something's about to come out. Everyone get down! Hey guys, what's up? What's the situation? Horsey, key ray light, Artoria caster. How the devil did you just pop right in here like that? I miss Morimasa. Oh, never mind that now. Tell me what happened down there. Be as quick as you can. And that's everything that happened in Avalon. So Morimasa's gone too, huh? Mashu, bring the round shell to the analysis room, please. I destroy the sacred sword essence now, while we still have a chance. Okay, right away. Wait, first let me... If I summon... Hold on, if I go back and summon, I can use it as a catalyst to get all the saber faces I need. I can get a saber to MP5. Now then, let's make sure we're all on the same page. First off, well done, Horsey. Thank you. Please pat my head. Pat, pat. Thanks to you, we now know how the British Lost Belt came into being, Cernunnos' fate, its true nature. Merlin gave us a second chance by winding back the events that occurred near the pit. And we now know that a new sacred sword was forged in the planet's inner sea, with Artoria caster as its custodian. This has given us what we need to put together a plan of attack. Captain, patch me through to a professor, would you? I'm here, Holmes. Don't worry about filling me in. Been listening in the whole time. I'm aware observational data regarding the pit disappeared along with the dream, but I trust you still have our navigational records pertaining to it, yes? And I'd like you to calculate how much time we have until Cernunnos appears, until his curse begins pouring out of the pit. Furthermore, I suspect we're going to engage in close quarters combat with Cernunnos involving servants positioned on the border's deck. So we'll need anti-curse measures in place as well as sturdy physical defenses. We're not going to attack Cernunnos with the storm borders cannons. Considering its massive size, I think that would be our best way of going about it. We'll certainly try that as well, but I doubt typical means of physical intervention will do us much good. While I'm sure he has a spirit core just like any other god, it's protected by a thick layer of cursed flesh. Seeing as that curse effectively functions as muscle, we won't be defeating him so much as exercising him. As such, I suspect that blessed spiritual attacks from Artoria caster and Grim the Sage will be our only effective means of fighting him. Though unfortunately, what we can do to finish the job afterwards remains an open question. Vlad III, Artoria caster, easy. Actually, isn't he a berserker? I looked over the bosses. I think actually that's a Van Gogh fight. I hate to do this to Captain Nemo, but ramming Cernunnos at full speed may be our only option. Roger that. The ship definitely doesn't have much curse dispelling equipment after all. Just completed calculations for the countdown. We have 30 minutes until Cernunnos appears. The last time he showed up, it took another hour for the curse to spell out of the pit. You hear that, everyone? Only have an hour and a half. Our greatest enemy may be Cernunnos. There's another calamity we need to stop before he appears. We cannot let these calamities escape Britain's shores and reach the outside world. To do so would be to let them become part of proper human history as well. Our first objective is therefore to find our guest, the calamity headed to Norwich from Manchester by way of Oxford, and take her down before Cernunnos appears. Neither we nor Britain have a moment to spare, so I'm beginning this operation immediately. Master Horsey, Artoria caster, and Grim, you three will figure out a way to defeat Cernunnos. Captain, you and the Marines will plot the optimal route for the operation. Da Vinci, Professor, you two will come up with an anti-curse barrier for the storm for... Huh? What was that? We only have 90 minutes. Thought I said something on the monitor just now. I know who this is because I know who the boss fights are, but... Oh! Sword of Promise victory! Impacted our starboard stern quarter. Single strike just carved through our physical defenses. It burned away the armor plating and the interior hallways are exposed to open air. Dang it, Marine overboard! No! Nemo Marine! What on the bill? Damn it! Ader! I looked up how to say it like 2 weeks ago, but he hasn't showed up, so I haven't had the chance. Minmire? Right now, we didn't know what's going on. And who was playing Sword of Promise Victory out there? Caster Artoria, is that you? Where did that thermic ray come from, Da Vinci? Nothing short of a divine construct should even be able to scratch the Storm Warrior's armor, let alone shred it. There, I found it. Putting it up on the monitor now. Is Albion a mech? Wait, they are, aren't they? That's... fighter aircraft? A dragon! This Nemo Marine just lost his body. He's still working hard. Enemy craft is cruising at 1,200 kilometers per hour and is picking up speed. Woo! It's bounding off the magical energy in the atmosphere. It's at Mach 1, Mach 2. It doesn't hit its top speed. We're dealing with some kind of supersonic fighter. Right? Oh yeah, oh no, he lost his body. Hang on, how can it flitter down at that speed? Oh crap, oh crap! Enemy aircraft is coming about and bearing right for us. It's on a collision course. Contact in 10, 9, 8. Pull up, Manire! Blanking speed! That thing will tear through the bridge if it hits us straight on. We need to dodge it at the last possible second and escape to higher altitude before it can change course. Rah! French cooking boy got its cool moment. It's a dang close shave, but we got off with just a few scratches on the prow. Enemy aircraft is now 10, 14 kilometers away. I just turned around again. What do we do, Captain? Things are not going to stop until it brings us down. I know. Just keep taking us up. We can't outmaneuver that thing, so we'll just have to hope we can fly higher than it can. What is that thing, Da Vinci? Have any new data yet? Sure do. That wasn't a Talon strike just now. It's a concentrated mana burst straight from the enemy's mouth. Looks like bark gas wasn't the only thing burning Britain to the ground. Just the heat from that thing's breath attack is enough to cleave through the ground. Acceleration isn't affected by atmospheric pressure or air temperature. Swings apparently ignore the laws of inertia completely. There's no mistaking it. That thing is Albion, the pure-blooded dragon. A third calamity, what the heck? We only have 90 minutes! That's 30 minutes each! I thought there were only two, well, but no, Merlin's, I thought Merlin was talking about Oberon before, but does that mean there's 4 calamities? Albion, I wonder if that means. Albion's coming after the board. If it lands a breath attack on our stern, we're done for. We already know its breath is strong enough to cut through our physical defenses like paper. One strike to the stern, we'll lose the whole engine. Everyone sit down and strap in tight. Vinci, start tracking the time until the next breath attack. 2 seconds before impact, I'm going to unfurl the gravity sails to maximum, pitch the ship upwards, turning us on our tail. I'll feel like taking a tumble in midair, so the ship's going to shake like crazy. Don't stand up unless we've got a death wish. Once you've evaded the breath attack, I'll return the ship to an upright position and maintain all altitude. Here it comes! When it's firing range. 6, 5, 4, 3. You know, this really escalated quickly. Raise the bow and unfurl the sails. Pull up! Whoa! That's a barrel roll. We went up above the clouds, Captain. Dang it! We burned through almost all the magical energy we had stored up. Now what do we do? No way we can dodge another one. Hey, say something? I should be able to defend against that thermic ray now. I'll not be able to protect the entire ship. I'll only do it for a few minutes. But if there's one section that's absolutely crucial, like the engine, at least put up a defensive barrier there. Will that be enough to get us through this? That's most encouraging, Artoria Caster. But before you do that, I have a question for you. The Calamity's only target is the British ferries. So why is that dragon attacking us? Good question. Why should it be interested in us? I don't really know. Still learning the ropes myself, so... Because we now have a means of saving Britain. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Before, the Calamities considered Chaldea to just be another pebble on the road. But now Artoria is back, we have a real chance of taking down Cernunnos. The Calamities know just as well as we do that the Fairy of Paradise is the enemy of Britain. I see. So before, we were merely passerby, but now that we have a weapon, we're involved. That changes matters considerably. That dragon isn't coming after us. It's coming after Artoria Caster. And that means... She's just smiling. We're gonna go there, huh, Holmes? Toss her out! She's bait! Indeed, we can narrow the enemy's focus simply by sending Artoria out to the deck. If Artoria goes out to the deck with her hands up, that will lure Albion towards her. Once it closes in to try to kill her, we'll draw into close combat. Call it Operation Titanic. What do you all think? Do you remember what happened to the Titanic? Can't believe this! What that kind of hero is this guy anyway? Is that foreshadowing? A great detective. I don't know what a detective is, but if proper human history calls someone like that a hero, deserves to be destroyed. Look, even if I actually... Does Artoria look different now? Maybe it's just the expression she's using, but... Maybe they actually have like maybe this is an expression she only uses after, you know, chapter 28. Won't be able to defend the ship at the same time. I can either lure Albion in, or I can protect the ship from its breath attacks. Doing both just isn't an option. Dang it, just when I thought we had a viable plan. Artoria knows her limits. It's not a matter of willpower or confidence. She says she can't do something, because she really can't do it. So we'll just have to drop this plan in. Oh hey! No, we don't. You need a decoy to lure that dragon in, right? Then I'll do that while you protect the ship, Artoria. Percival! We all know he's gonna die here. Sorry, he insisted on coming to the bridge. Appreciate your offer, Percival, but I'm afraid you simply wouldn't work. He's gonna use the spear for the third time and they'll both die together. That calamity's after the Fairy of Paradise. There's no one else who can take Artoria's place. That's where you're wrong. I can take your place. Because he was meant. Oh, because he was meant. I thought it was the personal connection, but because he was meant to be the replacement. This spear is the spear of selection. Same one used by the last Fairy of Paradise. I'm an artificial child of prophecy. Makes me the perfect person for this job. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, no! The 0 AP confused me. The dragon's mind no longer functioned like a person's, but that wasn't a problem for it. It was originally made up of whatever happened to be nearby. Things like the Northern Fairy's grudge that had been around for thousands of years, and a clump of dying cells that had fallen off the dragon's remains. Oh, so it's not even Melusine, it's an extermination engine meant to destroy the land around it. But I'm sure there's going to be a touching motion where, you know, it gained some of the emotions Melusine had. The land made of fairy corpses. It no longer had anything in the way of pain, grief, joy, or love. It just was. The commands running through its brain as electrical signals couldn't have been simpler. Objective: stop anyone impeding Britain's collapse. Reason: unknown. Target: flying enemy aircraft. Target: tip of the flying enemy aircraft. Action: eliminate. Action: destroy. The dragon soared across the twilight sky, the wind screaming past its ears. Felt nothing. Nothing at all. Not a single human impulse ran through its brain. Target acquired. Target acquired. Target. Its visual data wavered. An ache built in its chest, the hollow where its heart should be. Yeah. There was something very familiar about the target standing on the tip of the flying enemy aircraft. Good. Can still move. Should be able to manage like this. Hope you're all watching this, everyone. Alright, I understand what I have to do. I'll stay put on the bow and let all of you handle the dragon. I'm in no condition to fight anymore anyway, so decoy duty should be perfect for me. Come on, you two. Please don't look so glum. I'm glad I can still be useful somehow. You really don't need to feel bad about this. That said, I do have one last request I'd like to make. Please, don't think too badly of this Britain, or of the fairies who lived in it. Now, you guys had some cool ones. Like a lot of bad ones, but there were some cool ones in there. Just like there are good humans and bad humans, there are also good fairies and bad fairies. There's no such thing as a bad species or a bad society. They're just good and bad people. I don't know anything about your world of proper human history, but I do know this. Even though it ended up like this, even though so many sad, tragic things happened here, Fairy Britain was still a beautiful kingdom and a wonderful world. Our Britain may be dying, it's not because it was wrong. Not because it was a bad world. Things that should persist will persist. Things that should continue on will do so. That's all I wanted to say. So please, hold your heads high. Our world took over 10,000 years to come this far. It may never be perfected now, but your world still has a future ahead of it. So I hope you'll take advantage of that to make it there someday. Even if it takes hundreds, not thousands of years. I hope your world will one day become a utopia where every living thing can find salvation. Thinking back on it now, I might have come across a little arrogant. But guess it couldn't have been too bad if both Horsey and Mashu smiled at what I had to say. Is this a new song? Alright, Percival, let's show everyone why you're a knight of the round table. This will be your last battle, so make sure it's one you're proud of. He knows he's gonna use the spear. All that aside, this is kind of crazy, isn't it? Still can't believe I'm riding on a flying ship, like something out of a story. If this goes well, I'll make sure Gareth and the Round Table Army never hear the end of it. I miss Gareth. Enemy dragon incoming. Accelerating the maximum speed to match. We only have enough fuel left for one shot at this. Horsey, I want you to back our Toria caster up by throwing everything you've got at it. Enemy contact in 10 seconds. This will be our first battle against a Calamity. Good luck, everyone. Okay, Calamity number one. Well, I guess it's the. I mean, it's the third one, right? But first one we're fighting. Dang it, they're good. Oh, dang it, we don't have. I think Tamamo's over here. I'd like to. I guess I can bust your loop. Let's go against Gaia. Well, 80? Oh, she's 10, 10, 10. Oh, no, we get a freebie. I didn't think we'd have her in battle. Okay. Wait. I remember how this battle works now. Coming back to me. Okay, so we have like a ship HP here. And if we use whatever she NPs, the ship takes 25% damage. If it dies, we lose, right? But if we use what is it? Brown Caliburn? What's our Toria Caster's Noble Phantasm called? Whatever it's called, then it doesn't take damage. Oh, you're quick, right? I've never used you. Oh, your arts? What are your skills at? 1, 1, 1. Oh, look, maybe I can throw you in the back line because cost doesn't matter. We have, you know, freebie. And Waver? Yeah, sure. Now just throw that out here. This one? Yeah, sure. Give you whatever. Yeah, give you a flower. That'll do it. Kaleidoscope, yeah. Because if they're coming out, we're probably not doing so hot. And then Bug Suit or Chaldean or Atlas? What is it? Majors Association. I'm thinking the Majors Association. Like we could switch out to Waver, but I feel like Tamamo. Well, it's Tamamo without her Noble Phantasm. God, that sucks so much. I'm gonna go try to get a real Tamamo. Yeah, whoa, it worked out. I'm really glad we don't have to remake the party. Let's jam. So I looked at the game press for this like a week ago. I believe we don't have to break the final health bar. When we get to the final one, it just ends. And I'm assuming Percival's gonna do his thing then. Oh? This is with the budget one. Calamity of the Flame. Flame, really? Thought that'd be Barghest. Albion. Oh, this is cool. Oh, dude, this is where all the budget went. Oh, hold on. You guys shut up. I want to hear. Hey, I already read about this on Game Press. Hey, I can't turn the volume up. Totally would if I could, though. Oh, you just go to YouTube, type in Albion boss theme, like into YouTube. Listen to it. Okay, we're not gonna do 400k in one hit, but see how far we can get. This is just pure archery. That's what this is called. You're gonna one-shot it. My love. Get it? But actually, this is Nocturne's Revenge. Did it do 400k? Oh, pretty close, actually. Those defense downs are gonna be nice too. Dragon. So I don't remember what Breaking and Spar does. I think we can do 60k here. And then Around Caliburn is what it's called. Oh, that's a crit. Okay. And I think the next health bar is an instant charge, but just to be safe, I'm using this here. So yeah, oh, the Valentine's Day event ended, and I saw something very curious. I still haven't done all of them. I've only actually done a couple. I have like 10 to 15. Oh, I knew I forgot something! There's a chance to dodge every attack. I should have brought a Shard Hit Craft Essence. Dang it. To Momo first, I think? Well, I used that very poorly. Anyway, way to return for the drain. Because I think they're getting 2 per turn now. Oh well. What's done is done. Great, but for the Valentine's Day event, I couldn't do Oberion's. Well, I did. Well, kind of. Basically for Albion, I noticed that there's an unskippable choice that only has one choice. And doing is like, oh yeah, you can't get the chocolate by the way. You have to complete LB6. So I assume his third ascension is like there's. Come on. What are the odds? Probably like 50-50. What are the odds? Didn't even get any defense downs, I think. Wait, did it clear all? I wasn't paying attention. Here's my. Oh, hey! Not try. Well. Oh, maybe it doesn't have arts buffs anymore. We can't do 30k, 300k, especially since it'll probably dodge part of it. Right, so I gotta finish this Lost World before the Valentine shop goes away, or else I have to wait until next year to get it. Which I mean, I could just look it up on YouTube if I really wanted to, but that defeats the purpose. Can you stop dodging? Oh, why don't I? Oh, is it just like dodge 5 times or something? I thought it was 50% dodge. Look at all those defense downs though. That hurts. What does Dragon's Will do? I should probably look that up. Why is Dragon's Will treated it? Yeah, okay. Increases the attack based on number of Dragon's Will applied. Increases MP strength based on number of Dragon Will. Okay. Increase damage take. Okay. Dragon's Will is bad. That's what I'm taking from that. Wait, do I? Ooh, let's go. And do I have any skills I can use? Nope. This. Well, maybe. They don't have a lot of buffs, but it's gonna be like MP 1,000,000. Can't get that up so the MP doesn't kill us. This will. We'll get like all of our skills back next turn now. What does the overcharge do? Does it affect the turn cooldown? Or is it just the heal? NP gain. Oh, boring. Game made. Yeah? I think that did enough. Okay, and they're gonna instant charge, but they're already at full. So they get idiot. Damage amplified target enemy flying object. Oh, that's a unique animation. I mean, I guess they wouldn't have Melusine MP since they're not Melusine. I didn't think of that. Oh, are you dead? Did that go through? The what's it? Every health bar has less HP than the last one. Oh, do it. I think we re-roll this. Ah, dang it. We got a worse deck. See, the Vlad extra chain would have been nice, right? But Maeve has all the buffs. Which, she doesn't have that many, but still. See, like, look how much that one did. Okay, this should finish it off. Get a Maeve. And then I'm pretty sure it ends after this health bar. Why do I use this extension? What are the other Maeve swimsuits? Am I crazy or does she have a penguin one? But I know, like, Melchilis has the penguin one, right? But I swear Maeve has one too. Am I delusional? I'm looking this up. Also, okay, yeah. Percival's gonna come and do 91k damage. Maeve Summer. Swimsuit. They're all three of them are bikinis. Never mind. She's riding a giant penguin. I told you guys. I mean, I was practically correct. The final ascension, there is a giant penguin. The dragon is withdrawing. We haven't defeated it yet. Dang it, we can't let it get away. We'll never get another chance. We have to finish it off now, no matter what. Engineer, give us more power. I can do that, but the border won't be able to handle it. It'll bend the whole ship out of shape, starting from the hole on our right flank. If our keel starts to work too, the whole ship will fall apart. Dang it, it's gonna get away. If only I'd been more careful. Yes. It's time to show off. It's okay, Captain. She's not gonna get away. Huh? But we don't have any means left to... Senpai's right, Captain. We don't have to go any faster. She won't be going anywhere. Britain's strongest knight is still standing on our bow. I thought you would be free once Morgan was defeated. I thought being a Tomlin was chaining you down. That's why I started the Round Table Army. That's right. Oh, silly. You can't swing a sword with tears in your eyes. Why don't you take a little break, Percival? You're doing a great job. Much better than all those fairies who sit around doing nothing. I'm proud of you, too. See why you're the last child to make it through the... Huh? What's wrong? You're crying harder? Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry I'm so insensitive, Percival. Oceans are... Well, there's a lot I don't know about them. Wait, of course. They're all your friends? Or you're only one to be chosen? You had to grow strong no matter how hard it was. Okay, there's something I can teach you then. It's okay to feel indebted to your friends. It's okay if you can't find a way to like yourself. One day you'll find something you care about more than yourself. That's how it was for me. So please remember this, Percival. No matter how terrible this world is, as long as you can find just one thing you love, then... I know. I deceived a lot of people for that. Now it's time I got what I deserve. Hear me, Sacred Spear. O Spear of Selection, has judgment on mine actions. I thought we'd get this. Everything has been lost, but... That bot was cool.
美しき要塞醜
People
き
carried
厄災を
ugly calamity.
運命まで奪うのが愛だというのならそれをこの槍で打ち砕こ
How did he ride a horse if the dragon was flying away?
う我が愛
But don't think too hard about it. She came back. Oh. Jeez, okay. That's why I had to get this monologue out early. The spear selection pierced the heart of the dragon's corpse. Its strength utterly spent, fell to the ground as the knight's body aged far, far beyond its years and crumbled to dust where he stood. As the dragon fell, it witnessed the knight's final moments. Percival. 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 My brother. A great pain racked the dragon's hollow chest. The wind screaming past its ears sounded like a deep, heaving sobs. Alright. That was a long one. Right. That's one calamity down. It's interesting. All three of the Tomlin ended up kind of becoming a calamity then. Because obviously Melusine and Barghest are self-explanatory. But remember, Balban Sith is the one who fell into the pit and woke Cernunnos up. So she's kind of, so it counts. Kind of. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll be back for part 2 of A Prophecy next time. Bye.